Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome to the channel. We are united. Last weekend, we were beaten by 3-1 by Arsenal. And I must say that I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Why am I not surprised? Because I sat here. If you go back and watch some of my previous videos, I sat here and I complained bitterly about the way we play, We are not playing well this season. From our first game against Wolves, they were better than us. On the day they were better than us, they gave us a very good game, just that they couldn't score, and we came out 1-0 winners. But I'm not surprised. The way we played the same way against Tottenham, and we were soundly beaten. Nottingham Forest, we started the same way, but then, we came back to our senses, and then we got a victory. But then I warned, the way we play, we continuously play the same way. When we meet teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, they will not spare us. I've said it over and over again, but still, they keep putting up the same performance against every team they meet, and it is not working. On the day, you could see they were everywhere. They were everywhere, and things weren't going right. Just, if not for the individual brilliance of Marcus Rashford giving us the first goal, nobody played anything. And what happened? Just a matter of seconds, there was an equalizer. This defense, I always stress about defense. Our defense is not doing well this season. Just 4 games, and we've conceded 8 goals already. Just 4 games. We've conceded 8 goals already. How are we defending? You look at the game, just a matter of seconds. We scored, and I think about 40 seconds or something, there was an equalizer. Where there's defenders sleeping, what were they doing? You could see we were everywhere. Casemiro was nowhere to be found. The 2 central defenders, I don't know if the pairing wasn't good enough, or I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Martinez with Varane, bad. Martinez, Lindelof, very bad. And then Eric Ten Hag made it worse by bringing on Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans. How will you play Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans on the same game? It's like you are playing Harry Maguire and Harry Maguire because Johnny Evans is the same as Harry Maguire. It is Harry Maguire with 2 different names. I don't get it. How will you play Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire? Were they successful at Leicester? That pairing at Leicester at that time, were they successful? How will you do that? And you see, all these, I think it's not only about, the perspective is not only about football. You see, the officials, the management team, they are all part of these problems. Everybody is part of these problems. Because how will you not sign a defender? Because Harry Maguire refuses to leave. You decide not to sign a defender and then give Johnny Evans, who is a cheap option, give him a contract, a 1-year contract. Our defeat to Arsenal, I wasn't surprised at all. I wasn't surprised at all. Because you look at our defense, shambolic on the day. And always, Wan-Bissaka is a little bright spot in the defense. But then, All the others were bad, so it affects the good one on the day. So you cannot say, because at the end of the day, we lost. We lost, so you cannot say he was good, or you cannot give him any chance, because on the day, the defense, Martinez, Lindelof, wasn't anything to write home about. And then he spiced it up by bringing on Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire. I saw the substitutions and I was like, oh. This is from fire to fire. How will you, God? So, no. You could clearly see that even during the transfer window, there were a number of defenders that were targeted, but none of them were gotten. Kim Min-jae from Napoli, Benjamin Pavard, there was this defender from Monaco, also targeted. None of the targeted defenders were gotten. And Harry Maguire refuses to leave, so there's no money to sign a defender. He refuses to leave, and yet he won't give any good performance on the day. Look at him. He was everywhere against Arsenal. I don't know if at the time I thought he was a striker, because he was up there and the back was empty. That was how come the third goal came in. Because he's not a fast defender. He cannot run. He cannot run. So he goes up there and then he leaves spaces behind. And then Casemiro was nowhere to be found. So then everything was left for Johnny Evans, 35-year-old Johnny Evans, to solve that issue. And look at how he was passing in the grass like somebody have sent him to get something somewhere. I don't get it. Why won't you sign a defender before the transfer window? Even Amrabat, we couldn't sign Amrabat until the last day when we went in and then we tried to talk to Fiorentina about a loan option, so that because the player has refused to play for the team because he wants to play for Manchester United, and then at the end of the day, we had to negotiate for a loan deal because there was no money to sign a player. The Glazers won't give money to sign players. The players whom are there and we want them to leave will also not leave because they have a big wage, and no club is able to match their wage, so they are not being able to leave. And I won't blame this on. I blame this on the management. I blame this on the management because and the previous coaches, yes, they also need to take a blame for all these problems. They also need to take blames for all these problems because Solskjaer, you came in, you bought Harry Maguire, and then you put him on a higher wage. Now we want him to leave, and he won't leave because we are not getting any buyer for him because no buyer matches his wage. And because the Glazers are not giving money, no, we cannot pay him off so that he leaves. Then we can get money to sign another defender, which is very, very bad. On the day we are playing, we are playing without a defender. I can say we are playing without a defender because Varane is injured. Luke Shaw, who sometimes fits in as a central defender, is also injured. Martinez also got injured against Arsenal, though his is not serious. But then, because there's no money, you have to settle for a cheaper option in Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans, who can only slide in the grass, when Arsenal is about to score, the only better thing he could do was to slide in the grass. It's very upset. It's very upset. Really, I must say, I am not happy at all with the performance. I'm not happy because the attackers you could see are doing something well. Garnacho scored, but it was ruled offside. See, they are doing something well. But the defense, the problem has always been the defense. Our defense has let in 8 goals in 4 matches. 8 goals in 4 matches. I will spare Onana because it's his first season. So yeah, we saw David here in his first season. We understand sometimes it's not easy to fit into a new league when you come in. As soon as you come in, it's not easy. But then, hey, he also needs to take some of the blame because when he receives a ball, he delays so much on the ball before he passes, thereby wasting much time before the ball goes forward. And when there's a goal, he is found wanting because he doesn't cover earlier enough. It is very serious. We need to look at our defense. We need to look at our defense. If Varane is not coming now, I will suggest we slot Casemiro into central defense and then we put Amrabat as at a defensive midfield. He can do the job. We've seen him. We've seen him for Morocco. He did it excellently well. We've seen him in Fiorentina. He does it very well. I don't see why we should play Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire again. No, these two won't give us anything but a lot more goals to be conceded. Yeah. These two will only help us to concede goals after goals after goals. Because you have Harry Maguire, you have Johnny Evans. Both are like for like. So it's like you're having Harry Maguire in 2 different bodies. And our management need to set up. They need to set up. You cannot put players on high wages and then when a different manager comes in, knows that they are not good enough and wants to get rid of them, he cannot get rid of them because no team wants to sign them because of their wages. It is really affecting us. It is affecting us very much. It is very much affecting us. We need to do something about it. So there was no money that we had to result in signing players on loan. And even this Monaco defender, at the last minute, because he's an important player for the club, they said if we can't buy outright, he's not going out on loan. He's not going out on loan. That's what we get. We targeted Pavard. At the 9th hour, Inter Milan took him because there was no money to sign him. Look at Kim Min-jae. He was our first target before the transfer window even opened. He was our first target. And then what? We had to wait. And then at the 9th hour, Bayern Munich came in, took him off our hands because we didn't have money to sign him. There's no money because players are on high wages and they are refusing to leave. And it's giving the manager a headache. Something needs to be done. We are lucky we have an international break because our next game is Brighton. And we all know Brighton. They whipped us home and away last season. We are all aware of what they possess. They've sold some players, yes. But this season, look at their results. Look at their results this season. Though players have left, look at their results. We need to be wary of that. We need to correct something before the international break. Else, we will be in trouble. Brighton will not take it easy with us at all. We need to be serious. We need to be very serious. We need to be serious. At this time, everybody wants to meet Manchester United because they know we have the weakest defense in the Premier League. Right now, we have the weakest defense in the Premier League. And they can't also stay fit. Varane, you play today, tomorrow you are injured. You play today, tomorrow you are injured. Lindelof, Today you are good, tomorrow you are not. Martinez, I don't know what is wrong with him this season. I don't know what is wrong with him this season. His first season, he was superb. I don't know what is wrong with him this season. He needs to sit up. He needs to sit up and be counted just like he was counted last season. He needs to sit up. He needs to sit up. As for Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans, the least said about them, the better. Because I don't know what they have for us. I don't know what they can give us. I don't know what they can offer. I don't know what they can offer. During the holidays, we saw Harry Maguire train with Ricardo Carvalho, from the former Chelsea player. Training with Carvalho. The season starts. And this is what we get. This is what we get. And then on top of it all, you add Johnny Evans to it. Because there's no money. So we have to go for the cheaper option. And every cheap thing is costly. Every cheap thing is costly. You might think it is cheap. But that is the option it is giving us right now. That is the option he is giving us right now. Every cheap thing is costly. Every cheap thing is costly. Every cheap option will cost you. This is the Premier League. This is the Premier League where every defender can be taken on. Yet, better defenders are standing out. And Manchester United, what do we have to offer? We have Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans. So sad. After the international break, we are playing against Brighton. Are we going to assemble Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire again? Are these defenders the ones going to start if Martinez is not fit enough? And I don't know about Lindelof because he was substituted, so I don't know if he was injured or not. I don't know, but I believe he is not. But then if he was not injured, why do you take him off and bring Harry Maguire? Why do you take Lindelof off and bring Harry Maguire? Who does that? On the day, Eric Ten Hag, you also got it wrong. You also got it wrong with the substitution. Knowing very well that you want this defender out because he's not good enough. Then you substitute your defender whom you think is okay. And you bring in a defender whom you think is not good enough. And then you added Johnny Evans to him. Then it was 1-1. Then these two defenders came on. And we ended the game with 3 goals. We ended the game with 3 goals. It was a bad weekend to experience. But then, hey, we still have to move on. We have to move on. We still have to move on. We still have to move on. Well, this is where I bring the end of our show today. Keep us logged. Subscribe and follow. Click on the bell so whenever we post, you'll be the first to receive it. We always bring you the best. We always bring you the latest. Keep us logged on because we are united.